Switch cartridges are so cool and small, and it's awesome to see Nintendo return to their roots, but will this physical media move end up biting them in the butt? What's up everybody, it's Zach from Switch Force, and today we've got an interesting report from Eurogamer stating that Switch carts cost more to produce than Blu-ray on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, or PC, and this cost only increases as you go up the memory line, 2GB, 4GB, 8GB, 16GB. They also state you can bring those costs down with a higher print run, but indies don't have that option, and this ties into news from last week that Rime from Tequila Works will cost $10 more on Switch than it will on PS4, Xbox One, or PC. So that game is launching at $29.99 on the other platforms, $39.99 on the Switch. And Greybox, the publisher for Rime, stated, "We set prices for our products based on the cost of development and publishing for each specific platform." Now, Reggie Fils-Aimé kind of had a response to the gap in cost, saying, "We don't make that pricing decision. When you see those differences in prices, call up that third-party publisher and ask them." But Eurogamer is finding that both of those lines of thinking are true, because yes, third parties can decide, but Nintendo has some rules in place that make this kind of difficult. One, the cartridges do cost more, and two, they want the same price for physical and digital versions. Now, that is a smart move in the sense that you don't end up spiting the brick and mortar retailers like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, but it's harder for indies because they are not going to produce as many physical carts, and so if they want to sell something both digitally and physically, they're going to have to go with the physical price or lose out on some unconfirmed amount of money because of the extra cost of the cart. And there are some other examples as well. Has-Been Heroes is an indie that's going to be both physical and digital. That is the same price, so they've chosen to apparently eat the cost, whatever it may be. We don't know how small or how large, but like Puyo Puyo Tetris is going to be physical, which is a more expensive price than the digital, but they are including a keychain, so perhaps that's the reason, or maybe they're using the keychain to mask that difference in cost. Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus is also a physical digital, but it's hard because Afterbirth Plus is part of a bundle like on Steam, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this shakes out. I don't foresee it being a huge problem, but for indies that want to go physical and digital, it does bring in a little bit of a tricky decision. Do you go with a cheaper price to try and sell more and appease more of the online digital audience and just eat the physical cost, or do you do the more sensible move and charge more because you do have to pay for the production of these cartridges, and that is going to up the MSRP across both physical and digital? Now, I assume that most indies are going to go only digital, and therefore that erases this problem entirely, but for those that do want to provide an on-shelf product, it's a little bit of a dicey situation. Nintendo requiring you to have the same price for physical and digital may be smart for them, but hopefully it doesn't end up burning developers, indie titles, and eventual overall third-party support. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this, if you perceive it to be a problem or it's just a little nuance that developers will have to work around. I don't think it's going to be something that majorly impacts the third-party or the indie support of Nintendo. We've heard a lot of indies say that they are being treated like royalty by Nintendo, which is great news. You saw at their Nindies Direct that there are plenty of games coming and all sorts of new titles, as well as mainstays from the past like Towerfall, Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully one day we get Rocket League. But in the meantime, let me know your thoughts on this price difference, and I wish we knew exactly how much it was, because if you know, how much does a cartridge cost versus a Blu-ray? That's something that I'd love to dig into more. If any of you know or have any other information, let us know. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day and enjoying your Switches. Until then, though, everybody, thanks again. Switch Force out. Switch Force out.